All right. Hey again, adventurers, and welcome to another exciting episode of Realms of the Wild. Yes, this is our custom open legend RPG adventure set in our weird, messed up version of the Breath of the Wild universe. And the people below me are the people that have been doing amazing things recently and have just keep getting cooler and cooler and cooler. Oh, and we have Buddy here, which is kind of cool.
And very rare.
It's super cool, and we're super happy, and we're thankful for everyone that showed up. So we love you all.
I know, full party. It's wild.
Cue the everyone is here Smash Brothers trailer.
Yay! Announcements. Is this is the one that's up there current, the ZU at PAX East? I thought that was over.
Nope, PAX is next week.
Wow.
You know what? It has been so long since I've had to deal with conventions and things like that.
Time. So long
time is a weird suit.
I have added this announcement as of this morning.
Cool. So ZU is going to be at PAX East next weekend. If you're unaware of what PAX East is, it is the East version of PAX West.
Disregard
it was
myself.
PAX West. It's the East version of PAX East. We're doing I think our companion Zelda panel, I think. And Elias will be there. Elias, when is the panel?
Our Zelda Universe panel at the popular gaming convention PAX East, located in Boston, Massachusetts, is called It's Dangerous to Go Alone. Take Friends. And it will be Friday, April 22nd at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time in the Albatross Theater. It will also be broadcast live on twitch.tv.
Slash
Ooh.
PAX
As an
2,
aside-
probably.
I'm using that Zelda quote for one of the chapters of my dissertation.
Nice.
You know that's not
So-
a real Zelda quote, right?
I know.
Okay, just checking.
It works with what I am doing, though.
So you should probably expect an hour-long dissertation on how amazing Ilya is. And,
I actually changed it to "It's dangerous to go alone. Take us" for what it connects to.
so that's super cool stuff. ZU, the panels that ZU does always tend to be really interesting and fun. So if you haven't seen one of their panels, you really should check it out. And because it's streamed on to the Twitch, you don't even have to go to Boston.
But if you do, I think
I mean,
we're
if
going to have
you're-
prizes.
do even better.
And please go. Please go.
So yeah.
Please clap.
Other than
Please clap.
ZU announcements, are there things happening with people in the party that are amazing? Perhaps with Kiri and Agency and Muted?
I have a literary agent now for my new book series I'm working on. So stay tuned. And if you want updates, I'm on TikTok. I'm sorry, I don't feel great right now.
Go follow Kiri on TikTok, number one. Her content is fantastic.
Fine.
I see her stuff trend all the time. I see people I don't know using stuff like it's a dog.
It's weird seeing other people use your voice. Like,
Yeah, and I'll look
something
at
when
it and
you
I'll go,
voice
hey,
a
look, that's Fred.
character for something. It's real weird when like suddenly your voice is being used for.
Your
remember-
wedding was trending.
Yeah, your wedding
Yeah.
was trending.
That just showed up
and
on my
I'm just
Facebook
like-
months ago.
Gabriel Iglesias used the audio of one of your things. It was amazing.
And I'm literally sitting here, and every time I hear something of Kiri's, I'm like Leo DiCaprio at Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, just pointing at my phone, going, "That's my friend! That's my friend!"
Oh. Hey, you're kind
go-
of popular on TikTok.
Alex,
I have a TikTok duchy, as we like to refer to it.
I don't know what that
Alex,
means.
Like,
please.
Brag
I'm
and be like,
following
"You had
now."
a TikTok royalty." I'm like, no, babe, I'm not TikTok royalty. I have a duchy at best. I'm
Okay,
really
but
just, like,
what I
saying the word
need to
duchy.
happen now, Alex,
Yes.
is every time you see someone using Kiri's stuff, duet it with "That's my friend. That's my friend."
What does that
Please.
even mean?
It's
Maybe
TikTok.
next time I do it, if I'm in LA, I'll do it, and then I'll be
Elias,
like,
I
"That's my
don't
friend,"
even
and then I'll
have a
put Kiri.
TikTok, and I know the words.
I'll have you know,
I hype it. I hype it.
I
I am a
posted
curious hype
my
person.
first TikTok days ago.
What?
Yay!
Is it Elias Thompson on TikTok?
Of
No,
course.
because some Zoomer took it probably, so I had to do another name.
What?
Elias has a different name for his social media?
Elias
yeah,
Lover
it's very.
69.
I'm honestly very upset about it.
Are you the Elias Thompson?
No, it's like
Should
my
have just spelled
old
TikTok correctly, and you would have had
Let
it.
me
God
pull,
damn
let
it.
me pull up
I found it.
TikTok again.
Yeah, I'm sorry. If Elias is on TikTok, I now need to be on TikTok.
TikTok.com. Oh, I hate this CAPTCHA circle stuff.
Hold on. I found it.
I'm literally
I
installing
found it.
TikTok right now.
I pulled up the website. I don't have it.
I'm
Here-
aware, but
here
I'm
you
making
go,
a TikTok because of you.
Great. Oh,
Here you go,
Anyway,
chat.
where
Alex
are
already
we?
found it.
Where the party split, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kiri's over the bullshit.
No,
Gary's
I'm not
like, "Let's
over it. I
begin."
just realized like we're at that point where I'm not here very often because I've got fair
Yeah.
and then we're gonna start going into like LOJ stuff. So me being here is kind of a rarity. So I want to get to the story.
Yes.
All right. It's perfectly fine.
And this is apparently my voice today. So woo!
Hey.
Before we go, are there any other minor announcements that anyone needs to put out?
I'm now working on a show as a backstage dresser. So everyone pray for my good sleight of hand on costume changes for the next 3 weeks.
I will say, having worked with the dresser before, you are an essential part of
I got
production.
I got the feeling last night during a run through of how much they need us,
Oh yeah.
and it's a lot. But yeah, so that's what I'll be doing for the next 3 weeks. So
Otherwise, I just realized I don't have Roll20 open. Should probably do that.
stir.
Me being the amazing DM I am, I just forgot to sign into Roll20.
I just looked for my
That's
roll
okay, I
20
wasn't
window
signed in.
and
I had
instead
it up, but
found
I wasn't signed in.
my Amazon
Update.
tax dashboard window.
Green Eye Trombonist was available on TikTok.
Nice.
Must be nice.
All
Must
right,
be
let's
nice.
go
It must,
must
be
be
nice.
nice.
Spelled it correctly.
That's a song. Is
Actually
everything
have
okay.
your name in that is a song. It's from
Nice.
Hamilton.
It must be
Great, it's a great song.
nice.
It's part
Speaking of
of
things
my
that we
rant.
have-
Actually is to have Washington on your side.
On
but
Yeah.
your
it-
side.
I have to edit my
Easily
Hamilton
changeable.
chapter
Oh,
because
it's
I
the
used too many
Hamilton song. I haven't
quotes.
seen that yet.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry. You should.
it's
It's
one of the
wonderful.
songs I reference in my rant against Lin-Manuel Miranda for not having a bass in Hamilton, because
Well, you know, every action.
Did you
has
hear
its
his
equal
voice,
opposite
though?
reactions.
Jody,
I adore.
basses weren't invented
Lin-Manuel.
until 1872, and therefore it would be historically inaccurate to have them in the musical Hamilton.
Get out.
So anyway,
Hey.
it's time to return
Do.
to the realms of the wild. Due to a
Oh, the serious music.
issue,
You know
With-
it happened.
his
Same music every week.
prescient abilities, Pierre was separated from his body and forced
I just
into the
fixed
shadow
this.
realm. I know this is the recap.
I know. But
The party decided to go back or go into the shadow realm to try and find him. While they were there, they were assaulted with shadows and memories that were not their own. Kestrel, after doing some research in the journal from another version of Arel, was able to realize that the shadow realm distance is relative and relies primarily on your awareness and thought processes. So working with the rest of the party, she was able to effectively get Pierre to join them again, and they transitioned back into the courage realm. However, there is a slight problem with the transition, and two party members of the party have been separated. Pierre returned to his body in Zora's domain, while Arel, Kestrel, and Aruna transitioned to Death Mountain, the physical location equivalent to the location in the Shadow Realm they were in. Zulta, however, was transported back to Hyrule Castle and had to make a daring escape through the waterways and is now on her way to Riverside City. And that is where we return.
Oh
Sorry,
yes.
I just read Imp's comment and it's brilliant. For those of you that are not watching chat, Imp just said, I feel like this could be a variant of the meme on This Fine Dog. Room is on fire. Kestrel's sitting with her coffee going, I just fixed this.
Accurate.
I love
I'm
that.
sorry, Kiri. We love you.
So,
I'm
Why you need
really
to
worried
be
for
there
you
to
guys
save us.
as I'm more and more gone due to fair and LOJ rehearsals.
No one has lost an arm yet.
And if so,
Swimming.
you can fix that.
Yeah,
and
probably.
technically,
Sure.
we're currently doing better than Link is in the newest Breath of the Wild trailers because we haven't melted the Master Sword. So,
Oh, I thought you meant okay.
Yeah, but he hot though.
In our
so-
defense, or in his defense, we don't have possession of the.
Yeah, I was about to say
Master
if we
Sword.
had the Master Sword,
Triforce,
it would have
though.
it
You have a
would have
Triforce,
probably been dust
though.
by now.
We do, and I'm very proud of everyone not sticking it in lava. But
I did stick it in something once.
I'm just
it's a
gonna.
matter of time. Wait, who has the Trifork right now?
Jax.
Instant a realm mode.
I am not a realm. He was trying to use it as leverage. Anyways,
Leverage for
Who
what?
has it right now?
I think Zolta.
Damn it, Elias.
Whoever has it probably shouldn't.
It's me.
So we don't have it. Anywhere
It's
else
always
right now.
me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
See, I
So-
never want to leave it with Kess though, because then you can't fucking really use it when I'm gone.
Yeah, we can. We just like Cass, give it to Zolta, and that's probably the only
That's
person
out
to
of
give it to.
character.
Zolta always has it.
I have two lines. Oh no, Kes would never give it up. What are you talking about?
I'm gonna add a
Zolta
bomb
claimed
to
it
it.
a long time ago. I also have a giant mirror ball thing,
So
which I've
Um,
talked about in forever.
it was unbearably hot outside of Goron City. However,
I don't know what you're talking about.
other than for Aruna. However, as you guys could come in, the temperature is significantly more pleasant as you get into the main part of Goron City. Just for aesthetic purposes and the things like that, instead of kind of the outdoor huts that we see in Breath of the Wild, this version of Goron City is actually in a large cave structure. Similar to what we saw in the Power Realm, which is why it's a little bit cooler on the inside. As you come in, you guys notice that every Goron there is kind of turning, going, "Hey, Aruna! Hi, Aruna! Hey there, Aruna!"
Hey Jeff. Hey George. Hey Jim.
Wow, you got friends, Aruna? I think this is the first time I've seen you like traveling with multiple people.
We're friends,
hope you
Jim.
wrote down Jeff, George, and
Oh,
Jim.
you're right. I didn't mean
Oh,
like you don't have
shit.
friends. I
Oh,
mean,
then what did
have
you mean?
traveling? You have traveling friends. Most of your friends, like you make friends everywhere,
Yes.
but like they don't go with you.
Well, these do.
That's very cool.
I have more of them, but we got separated.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to try to find them or something. Hey, where are my folks?
Your folks? Oh, that's a good question. Hey, Billy. Yeah. Do you know where Aruna's folks are? Oh. No. You know, I haven't been seen in like a couple days. I think they actually went out for some
Oh.
rock hunting and
Oh.
gem hunting, and I don't think they're back yet.
Okay. Well, I'll keep an eye out then. Thanks, Jim.
No problem, Aruna. Hey, if you're not doing anything tonight, you know, we're having some really great roasted rocks for dinner, and we haven't seen you in forever. You should come over.
I will do that if
Sounds
I
like a
have time.
Goron orgy.
There is
Yeah, I know. It really sounded like Aruna was getting picked up.
Yeah, a little.
If you're not doing anything tonight,
I don't
You
even
big
know.
Goron. you.
Roasted rocks.
I don't know why I needed that image in my head, Kiri, at 9:30 in the morning. But thanks.
It was
If-
in our
if
head, so you
you-
need to have
look.
it in yours too.
If you dare to have me on, and I say that willingly, having it come of my own volition, after I've been performing in the early morning, I'm just gonna say we're gonna get weird. We're gonna get
This is
weird.
I am here for it. I wasn't prepared for it, but I am here
Is
for
that
This
it.
is a
atypical?
volcanic. Wait, Jody. Point of clarification. This is a volcanic mountain.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
No, hot.
Delta. No.
So
Anyway,
we're
Aruna,
talking about igneous rock formations.
Yeah, maybe. But I mean, kind of. It
Hot.
doesn't look like it right now, just from how I'm carrying myself. But I'm in kind of the middle of an emergency, so I'll let you know if I can. But assume that I
Oh.
have to take care of that for now.
Oh, not a problem, man. If you can't come over, if you just send someone over, we can give you a little Tupperware and you can take it with you. You
Oh,
can bring
cool.
it back whenever.
Great. I will try to remember to do that. Thank you very much, Jim. It's been a long time since I've had a good Goron roast. Other places don't really get it right or have it at all because it's, from Goron
Rocks.
City.
I get it completely. There was just one time I
Mhm.
actually went down to Riverside City,
Oh,
and I
wow.
was just looking for a good place to get a meal.
Yeah.
Because, I couldn't find a single Goron roast anywhere, or really
You went to
anyone that-
Riverside
I'm sorry,
Stable.
Me.
Oh,
Excuse me,
hi,
it's
Aurel.
really hot. Hi, I'm still in your arms,
Oh,
like laying
hi.
out like this.
Wow, I didn't know.
This whole time I'm
You
apparently
have
just
some-
carrying her out.
You're having this conversation, and I'm like in a princess carriage. just like,
I love that. Yeah, you were just like essentially propositioned for some good times. You haven't seen you in a while. Totally ignoring the woman passed out in your arms.
Oh,
I know
hi.
it doesn't look like I'm in an emergency right now.
Oh,
I'm,
I'm very
what's-
rude. This is I am one of the fiancés of Arel here.
One of the
Hi.
fiancés.
It's very
Yes.
complicated and I don't fully understand it, but yes, I think that's correct.
People outside of Goron Mountain, the lives are just different.
okay,
you know?
hi, I
mean,
love you. Bye bye.
Oh,
Oh,
we have to
bye.
go, but I'll talk to you later, Jim.
Okay, have fun. I hope you feel better, fiance woman.
Thank you. Bye bye. Where are we
Uh,
going? Where is cool?
So, Aruna, you know the place really, really well.
Yeah.
Your family, if I remember correctly, they do have a shop.
I'm pretty
right?
sure we
Like-
have a shop. Yeah, I was just looking that up.
Um,
So I would probably
you're-
take them to it to get some
Okay.
heat gear and water.
So, as you reach the shop, you do notice that it is currently closed. But remarkably enough, Gorons don't lock doors or anything in Goron City, at least not in the Courage Realm version.
Bold of you
so it's
to
not-
assume we have a door.
So going in, you were immediately overwhelmed with just the feeling of being home. The old kind of scents and smells, and just that feeling of being in the place that you grew up. The home itself is very neat and taken care of. Your family has never been one for clutter or anything like that. Very useful in a shopkeeping situation. And you do have a guest room with actually a couple beds that are slightly softer than your standard Goron fare, because being merchants and traders, you guys like to keep up relationships with traveling traders and things like that. So what would you all like to do?
I'd like to make sure Rel and Kess, Kess, was I carrying you as well?
Absolutely not.
Okay. I'd like to make sure that both of them are now not actively dying.
Okay. And
Was I in danger of actively
It
dying?
was just really, really hot. Like
Oh.
We were just
volcano
transported
heat
there
meter
without
was maxed
knowing.
out.
Yeah, without knowing we
Oh.
were going to arrive there, so we weren't prepared at all. We were just there, and it was very, very hot.
So you guys would have a few cooling elixirs in the home, and getting more is remarkably simple in Goron City. So just downing a couple of those will lower your body temperature and make it significantly more pleasant to be in Death Mountain.
Cool. Huh. Because we're cool.
And apparently Boole has one of those little mini fans that he's just been going zzz, trying to keep
I'm just
Tess
holding
cool.
Boole like this as he like occasionally will like spritz me as
I was
well.
about to say, does he have like a mist spray that comes
Yes,
to the fan?
Boole is amazing. He's my
But it
favorite
instantly
party member.
evaporates before it gets to you.
It was on the way
Aw.
here, that's for sure. Okay, well, now that we've solved that crisis, we still don't know where Zolta is, like at all. And we still don't know where Pierre is, but at least we can guess that he's back in his body in Zora's domain. But that's pretty far away.
I mean, that's not necessarily the. That's an optimistic guess. It's what
It's
I'd
very
like to
optimistic,
hope, but really,
but it's
we
the
have
only
no
it's
evidence.
the only
to
thing
suggest.
I have. It's the only theory I have. Either that, or
Sorry.
whenever we were
Either
all
that, or we're
transported to
gonna
the
have a very
volcano,
rude awakening.
they both
later.
fell into lava immediately, and we never noticed because they burned instantly.
Yeah, let's go with the optimistic theory. just because the other one bums me out a little too much.
It would be very depressing if that's what happened. So, we still don't know where Zolta is, though. Do you have like a Zolta detector or something?
Is the Zolta detector just? Is there a waiter?
Oh, that's a
something
good
to do.
idea.
We'll make a note.
Oh wait, Pierre's not here.
I think it would be, man, the service in here is terrible.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I'm gonna go
Well,
go get my waiter friend and just have him roam the streets.
Well, not helpful.
You
at this
leave my
particular
uncle
juncture.
alone.
Boole is taking notes.
Well, not helpful at this particular juncture. At next rest, let's start developing a wife locator, a wife finder, if you will.
Sounds like a dating app.
Fun little nickname
Wi-Fi.
ideas. Wi-Fi.
I do want to
Essentially,
say,
some sort of tracking device I can attach to her without her noticing. Ooh, if we could make it look like a really pretty piece of jewelry, I bet she'd put
You're
it on
gonna
without
air
no
tag
questions.
me?
Yeah.
Well, after this incident,
Exactly.
yes.
But no, Aruna, not at this particular juncture.
Okay.
But having now seen this, well, we'll call it a hole in our security. I am taking measures to ramify that immediately.
But
Okay.
Trina Jody, didn't we agree last time that I could tell that my stabby bit was far away from me?
Yeah, you because of your connection, you kind of like sense the stabby bit because you can use your shadow powers from them. You sense the stabby bit in effectively Hyrule Castle. So you do know that's where your
And
stabby
I'm pretty
bit
sure I
is.
let you know that.
You let us
So-
know that.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I think at the
Well.
very end of the session last time,
You
as you guys
mentioned
were
it was there.
getting to Goron City, you would have mentioned, hey, one of my stabby bits is in Hyrule Castle.
Why would one of your stabby bits be in Hyrule Castle?
Because you guys have my stabby bits, most of them.
So you think
So-
Pierre or Zolta is in
If-
Hyrule Castle?
If I feel two stabby bits, how many do I have? If I feel 3 stabby bits here and 1 in Hyrule Castle, the person that I gave it to is probably in Hyrule Castle.
But that's only 4 and not 5.
There
3.
are some with us.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, did Pierre not have one?
No.
No,
But now
'cause
I
he-
do.
It's almost
Did
as if
you
I
end
can
up
hear him
getting
saying no in my head.
Yeah, his psychic powers are getting better.
I
I'll
know.
let him go. He's not here.
That's why he's practicing all the time.
I have been
Hopefully
dead for
he can
30
reconnect.
years.
Pierre's been dead for over 30 years. Whoa!
Ah!
Is that why his
Uh,
ghost sat in the corner for so long, just going like this?
Yeah,
was years.
exactly
Years.
that.
Years.
Not for any other reason.
So then our best
Uh,
idea is that Zolta is for some reason in Hyrule Castle, which as I remember in this realm is an extremely dangerous place.
Maybe she didn't realize that and she just wanted to go where. I mean, it says castle in the title. I can only assume so much about my wife.
I could see that, but why or how?
I mean, the Shadow Realm is. That was the very
A
technical
wonderful
way I
place.
think Arel put it at one point. It's very I think that was the exact wording.
I mean, I
Yes.
get why we ended up here.
It is the land of your imaginations. You
I
know
get why
I'm
we
there
ended
so
up here
often.
because we weren't really
No, on
thinking
second
about
thought, let's
that.
not go to the Shadow Realm. It is a silly place.
I'm sure we'll go
The
back eventually, but we need to
world of
regroup
Your
first.
imagination.
Pierre is well. I mean, it could be Pierre at Hyrule Castle, but that doesn't make much sense. Not that Zolta being there either. I just don't know why she would be there instead of here with us.
Yeah, she was thinking of being served.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm a little concerned that if this is all about focusing, getting back to a certain place, I'm a little concerned for myself that we all focused in the exact same way.
Well, no, we were already on Death Mountain, and then Zolta rolled really poorly. Sorry,
Okay,
Ilea rolled
okay.
very poorly.
Yeah.
Cool. So this doesn't speak anything to my mental. Okay. No offense.
Yeah, we weren't all actively thinking, "Take me to an active volcano."
No, yeah. So
I
y'all
wanted to
found
on
me
something
here.
hard and rocky.
I was just
So y'all
gonna say, I'm
found
like,
me
oh,
here,
Tess
and
might need to rethink her life choices.
yeah. So we all got together at Death Mountain, and we all were trying to get our way back. It was around a 4-2 stage, and Ilea failed. I succeeded, but my body was still in Zora's domain, so I got put back in Zora's domain by default.
And we
And
were
because Ilea failed, she got separated
Effectively,
from
I went to
well,
Danger House.
Were we?
Effective-
Why were we trying to go to Death Mountain?
So what
Um,
happened?
talk to his
the way
aunt to see if Urena died.
everyone, what happened was, when you realized that distance was relative, one of the reasons you realized it was Aruna was thinking specifically about when he went to fight a Talus to save his aunt. And suddenly you guys were all in the location where he fought the Talus in the Shadow Realm. And that's where you went, oh, wait a minute. And you made the connections and then said, everyone think real hard about Pierre. And then Pierre had been just gliding through the air and then glided
Right.
down and met you guys there. And so when you transitioned out of the Shadow Realm, it's a one-to-one relationship between the Shadow Realm and the regular realms. You guys just transitioned to wherever you were in the Shadow Realm, to where you were there. And Zulta rolled really, really low, so there was a glitch in the matrix, and she got sent to a different place. Specifically, something that connected heavily with shadow magic and her life draining abilities, which happens to be kind of what Malice is. So.
Just happens to also be a castle. I see the connection here.
In my head, this happened because I told Jody that he never lets me use swimming, but meanwhile, Alex always forgets he can fly. And so then Jody put me in a castle where there were waterways.
She can swim. She can swim.
And I
That may
have
or
a
may not
command.
have anything to do with that particular puzzle. I can neither confirm nor deny.
Anyway, I
Castellina,
get to
should I go
swim.
get my stabby bit? Because
Oh, can
feel
you
like I should
can
go
you just
get
go
my
and get it?
I
Yeah.
can.
Oh well,
Then you-
great.
Yeah.
We'll wait here.
Oh,
That's
I
a
will
good
say
idea.
transporting-
to separate.
Well, but if you could do that, then you
No,
can come
don't
to your stabby
go.
bit that's here too, right? So you could just go
Mhm.
back and forth, and you can tell us if Zolta's there and is alive.
Especially considering
This
if
is
we just
true.
start making our way to Hyrule Castle, I guarantee you she will not still be there by the time we get there.
Yeah,
And
like,
I
I
have
feel
no
like if
guarantee
we go
that she
there,
actually
she'll go somewhere
remembered to bring
else.
that stabby bit with her because it is not particularly shiny or valuable to her.
yeah, that's also possible.
So the longer we wait here, the less likely she is to be anywhere near that stabby bit.
Wait, so what are you saying?
I'm
We
saying
should
she
do.
She's
should
gonna
go.
be gone.
I'm saying go fast now.
Okay.
I will say,
And then suddenly we break. I don't know why I just pictured like this is now a musical. Arel does this. The music starts and like she's like at the camera, like, and this is how we go into the shadow realm. I don't know.
You just hear like a
I totally
Not
see
opposed. Not opposed.
Arel
Bossy
just
kind of
breaking
thing.
out into a really cool tap number.
I'm here for it.
Jax, you tap, right?
I did, yeah, as a kid.
Hey.
So- Arel,
Then I realized
Um,
I had bad knees and it was a poor decision.
That means
Oh.
now in my canon, Arel has like, you know, all black like leotard, but then like it's the really high one on the hips, and then you've got the
a very Fossy
the
like
nylons.
outfit.
Yeah, you're basically just like the Fosse version of Arel now.
I need art
make it
of this
leather.
immediately.
so this has just turned into Chicago, where randomly it will go from real life to it's a musical.
But specifically just Arel. That's how the
Just
shadow
Arel.
magic works now.
And you might
so
hear like an
Arel,
accordion and a theme of all that jazz.
teleporting this far,
that
despite the fact
shadow.
that you have the stabby bit to effectively help you, is something that you have never done before. So this will be
Oh,
significantly more difficult than just your regular teleportation.
okay.
And
Guys, this
are
is
you
gonna be
leaving a stabby bit behind with
Yes.
them? Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm guessing you would like me to roll.
Yes, go ahead and make me an entropy roll with disadvantage 4.
Ooh.
You are not only
Wait,
teleporting a very it is a very
It's
long
very,
distance,
very
and you are
far.
teleporting into the center of
Hell.
the highest concentration of negative magic in Hyrule. So it makes things difficult, especially things that deal with shadows and entropy. You weren't here, but Zulta wasn't able to use her Death Drain ability to sense anything, because anytime she turned on her Death Drain abilities, she was overwhelmed with entropic energy, and it effectively blinded her.
Ganon hurt.
Who would have imagined?
Just as a reminder, if you're watching, if you click on the shield icon, you can actually earn rupees that you can use to give things little like legend points, which can be used to cancel out disadvantage or give advantage. You can give reroll tokens, lots of cool other things.
Yeah, reroll
Dim
tokens
the
are very,
lights into a
very
creepy
advanced.
spot where the shadows lurk and the party's hot. I went on a. I had a moment.
All right.
I went there with you.
I have my trombone downstairs. Do not test me. I have the trombone.
I
I'm gonna
feel
have
like
Chicago in my
Arel's
head all
theme
day.
song though would have been Mr. Cellophane.
Aww.
It's a great song.
At
gonna
no
have
It
point.
that-
really is.
At no point, Arel.
Have you been ignored?
Yeah.
Correct.
Despite Kestrel's best efforts,
She's trying.
I kind of think
not
Arel would
really.
think.
once has Kestrel never known you weren't there.
I think
Well, I was
Castro-
sorry. I was talking about previously. Like,
thought
actually,
about
no, that's not true.
Mr.
And now
Cellophane
it's all about
as someone
Roxy.
that just dressed entirely in cellophane.
And now
So-
the name on
If you
everybody's
can
list is gonna
look
be
right
Arel.
through it.
So
Rail's not opposed to that.
Why is it even there?
I'm gonna have Chicago in my head the rest of the
anyway,
night. I hope you're happy with
Arel,
it.
are you gonna make a roll?
I did. So I used legend points to negate that, and I got a 38.
38. Okay. So you guys watch as Arel kind of concentrates, and you watch at first like nothing happens, but then you watch as like the shadows in the room start to kind of grow and stretch towards Arel. And you watch as they just kind of start clinging to the outside of her form, and she kind of gets silhouetted in shadows, and then she just vanishes.
You realize why Arel is so clingy.
I'm going to assume that was a good thing.
Arel,
Oh god, there's still a skeleton in the cell.
as you
Oh!
arrive, the first thing that you notice
Oh, and all of the
is not only is it remarkably dark over where you are, but it is cold. Going from such a warm environment to a temperate environment would be jarring, but this specific place, the air itself actually feels like it is sucking the heat out of you. You instantly get little goosebumps on your arms, and you can feel wind kind of going through your armor and things like that, through your skin down to your bones, and kind of chilling you. Despite the fact that you are indoors and there is no breeze, you just feel very exposed here. At your foot, you can see your stabby bits on the ground, covered in a little bit of grime and other bits of things that you can't identify quite from sight. What would you like to do?
Because Arel's not that smart, she's going to pick it up.
Okay. As you pick it up, little bits of I can't think of the word I'm thinking. Little bits of things that used to belong to a human are stuck to it, and as you pull it up, they kind of like stretch as sinews and other things kind of snap, and you have your stabby bits and bits of decaying flesh and other things kind of on it. You have to kind of clean it off a little bit.
Just give it a good shake. All right. I don't want to put that back on, but I need to. So I'm going to look around the room and see if I can.
So again, you are in a relatively small cell. You can see bars on the far end and a door that is hanging off of its hinges. Through that, you can see that there are other cells in here, and there's a pathway that leads out.
Okay, follow the pathway.
Okay. As you go around, you do see these strange pools of this strange kind of glowing, vibrant kind of purplish red substance that are in various places around here. And as you get closer to them, you feel a little bit ill. Your head starts to hurt. Everything about these just radiates wrongness.
So just not touch those.
Okay. So moving around, it's not particularly difficult to get past them without touching it. You eventually come to a doorway that opens up into kind of like a courtyard. And as you look out, you see tall spinnerets and spires. You can see large walls that are obviously of Hylian architecture. As you look up even further, you can see in the sky towards the top is this massive, monstrous head that is kind of circling around the top. The form of Calamity Giganon is circling there. And as you see it, you are instantly overwhelmed with fear, and you feel your shadow powers themselves kind of glitching and kind of activating on their own. You feel yourself starting to transform into your shadow self without thinking about it, and then it stops. You may be muted.
No?
There we go.
Hello?
Now I can hear you.
Okay, that's good. Let me just bring up that card because something's going to happen. And we'll go from there. So that's creepy. Zolta! Zolta!
As you
Just keep
say
swimming,
that,
just keep swimming.
you see movement out of the corner of your eyes, and on one of the walls you see a guardian turret. And as you kind of look around, you can see about 3 or 4 different guardian turrets are on this wall. You can also see some flying guardians going around. You are surrounded by guardians.
Can she see burn marks from where I was
Yes.
attacked?
You can see a few kind of scorch marks on the ground that are very obviously from relatively recent fire from one of the guardian turrets. You can see a little pattern going towards a pool at the other side.
Is there... but it's being glitched with. It doesn't feel right, but I need to follow that. Where is she? Okay. I'm going to try to head in that direction. Is there any like coverage that I can get to?
It is unfortunately just wide open space between you and the pool. And
Okay.
as you have already seen, as you've already seen, obviously the turrets can see and are watching this particular area.
Okay. So I'm going to back into the creepy cell room.
Okay.
And try and go back to Casanarina.
All right. I'll say make the same check as before, but it's only going to be disadvantage 3 because you're not teleporting into an unknown location with bad stuff. You're just getting out of it, and you know what to expect.
Okay. I got a 12, so I'm going to use a reroll token. Because I'm a wimp and I don't like danger. There we go. There we go. Where are you? Yes. I got a 30.
All right. So again, you start to focus. And one of the things you notice, unlike in the Shadow Realm where everything felt easier to do, like shadows would just come almost without bidding them. They would just come to you and do what you wanted. Here, as you start to kind of surround yourself in shadows, you don't feel so much as if you are controlling the shadows as you are that the shadows are controlling you here. And you get this general sense of malice and anger from the shadows. And you can hear them kind of speaking to you and taunting you as you focus harder and harder. And as it becomes to the point where it feels completely impossible to bear any more of it, you suddenly see Kess and Aruna in front of you.
Or is it?
Dun, dun, dun.
Hello.
And then both Kess and Aruna have those weird, like, pupilless eyes that you see in Twilight Princess, and no.
No, they're wearing mustaches, so you know they're the evil versions.
Yes.
That is how it works.
Is always
the
a
mirror
sign.
universe version.
Terran Hyrule.
Fuck with
So-
weird.
Kess and Aruna, as you guys are sitting there, you've watched her go. It takes a good 10 minutes where I would conjecture that you both kind of just stand there, look at each other. Hey. Kess makes some notes. Bull makes some notes.
That whole thing with you and Arel is still going, huh?
What do you mean?
You mean you introduced her as your fiance?
Well, that's how she introduces me to other people, so I figured I should
I
reciprocate.
know, but is that like fully consensual or what's the deal with that? I'm not.
Consensual? Yes,
Oh,
I
boy.
think I was the one who proposed to her while we were in that weird mindset that one time.
See, but you just said that it was like while you were under the influence of something. I feel like there's okay. You know what? This is not my circus or my monkeys.
I don't know what that means.
Technically
These are
both
your
of those,
monkeys.
but
These are your monkeys.
You agreed
your
to
personal
it.
lives are
you
not my
brought it
business,
up.
and that's okay.
And as you say that, you guys see shadows start to form again. But there's something different about these shadows. The first thing you notice is some of the shadows have faces that look very malevolent. And as they start to kind of form around the shape that you will recognize as Arel, you all get this kind of dreading sensation. And it gets larger and larger and larger, much larger than Arel should be. And suddenly, they all kind of coalesce, and you see Arel in front of you.
Question, does this shop have a stock of bombs in it?
I mean, it's your parents' shop. I think.
Just wanted to... I haven't been here in a couple of years, so, you know.
Hey, bud.
I always keep a few bombs around for
How
this
you
little boy.
doing?
They
Wait,
have
you
they
have
have stock of
parents? I
bombs
thought
that
it-
they
I thought
sell,
you were
and then
with your
just
aunt.
randomly in various places they have bombs. Just like there's a bomb on the shelf.
Yeah.
There's another
Yeah.
bomb holding up a table leg.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab one of those random bombs and
This
just
table leg.
have it at the ready in case those shadows decide to get funky.
Okay. So Arel finishes her tap dance number.
Is that you, Aurel? Blink
Yes.
twice if it's you. Okay, you're blinking a lot.
So that
Wait.
was that was new. It
Yeah.
didn't look good.
Oh, were they talking to you?
What?
No, just
Oh.
looking at us, and you got real big. And
Are you
I'm gonna
okay?
need you to answer this. Bull, ready the flamethrower. I'm gonna need you to answer answer this very specifically, and be aware there is a wrong answer.
Where did he get
Are you
those arms?
possessed right now?
Would anyone possessed ever say they were possessed?
Some of them would.
Okay,
You know
good
what?
point.
I feel like that is actually the right answer, whereas you would have just answered no very quickly.
Oh, you mean the fact that? Oh, right. Okay. Well.
She's not possessed because it is a very Arel thing to answer.
Well, I was less
fucking
concerned
everything
about
with
that,
another
and more
question.
concerned about some of those shadows we just saw with faces, which was new, just like leaking out and
Yeah, maybe.
wreaking
you
havoc.
should
But I
go
didn't
in
see
there.
any come out or escape or anything. So if
How far
Aurel's
away
fine,
am I from Pierre at this point? They've been talking a lot, so I just want an update on my
Is it-
journey.
Due to the fact that, first of all, you're a Zora and you're remarkably good at moving at a decent pace, and you were in water, I would say at this point you have reached Riverside City, which normally from Hyrule Castle to Riverside City would be at least a few days. And you've been able to cover it in a few hours just using manipulation of water and your own magical abilities.
Speed running.
Yeah, you did the thing where like you use a stasis rune and then you just hit a thing and then it catapults you across Hyrule.
she flew across the map on a tree trunk.
That's how it works.
There's a window, but none of you are looking through it as I went over.
In the distance, you just see a small speck fly up and down.
So, having been in Riverside City before, I think the last time you were here though, that was the
Power.
that was the
Realm.
Power Realm version. So this one is Riverside Stable, which is still a pretty decent settlement, but it is not the massive city.
Okay. stable makes me think I can get a horse to help get me back to where I need to be, which in my view is where Pierre is.
Yes, will cost you some money, but they do have horses and other things like that.
Great. I give them a large gem.
Okay. So, not even really thinking about the monetary value of it, you pull out a golden rupee and hand it over, and you have a horse.
I am now a fish on a horse. Beautiful. All right. I'm trying to get back there fairly quickly.
Okay. While all of this is happening, Pierre.
Ah,
Hi.
hi, I'm here.
So,
I chose the vibe action, so I was just vibing.
so the doctor has gone away after being assured that there was nothing wrong with you by Zulta's father.
I believe he gave me like food and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
This is really good.
Thank you. After everything that's just has happened, I thought it wouldn't be the worst idea to rehire our old family chef. Well, she's pretty amazing.
Very good. Yeah. Huh. God, what? This is perplexing because now I'm trying to figure out where they could possibly have gone.
Do you have a way of contacting them somehow? I mean, you've done some pretty insane things.
I mean, hey DM.
Yeah.
Do I have ways to do the thing? I know last time we last session I like threw in the Roll20 chat asking checks. Can I like message you through the stabby bit? Is that how that works? But I don't really know. I don't think I have a way to easily message them like where I am. Right?
You have part of the kind of realm of abilities that prescience would give you that you have been working on is kind of remote viewing is one aspect of it. The ability to communicate over large distances would be a different aspect of prescience that you could attempt to use.
Although to be fair, we have linked minds before.
And that
Yeah.
went so well last
Right.
time.
How?
It did.
Yeah. Oh wait, that was what we just did. That was literally the last 3 months.
So if you wanted to try and prescience it out to do that, you do have the stabby bit with you, so that would give you kind of a connection that you could piggyback onto the top of.
You know what? Sure. Why not?
Okay.
I'm
And
going
to be
to
fair,
use
I think
my
you were trying to look into the shadow realm for Lessie rather than going into my mind.
I was trying to see like remote view in your head of like, hey, what are you thinking about in this moment? And then I rolled really poorly and committed to it and then got lost in the shadow realm. I think was how that happened.
Yeah, it wasn't trying to communicate. It was literally trying to see into the shadow realm through a row that got you put there.
Yeah,
because you were trying to see Leslie,
and I failed, and I committed on a low roll. But we're not in the shadow realm, so, and I'm not looking in the shadow. I'm trying to see where y'all are in space. Sure, I will pre-science this.
Okay. Go ahead and make your roll. I'm going to say this is going to be at disadvantage 2 because it is a new ability you're trying, and it's a pretty decent distance.
I will use at the last audience legend point to make it a disadvantage 1.
Remember, folks, you can give out more legend points if you like. Just click on the shield.
28 on disadvantage is not bad.
It's not bad at all.
One might even call it good.
Arel,
Who's to
as you are kind of coming to terms with the flamethrower that was aimed at you that is now being pulled away or put away, and the fact that you're back in Goron City, you suddenly feel this kind of pressure in the back of your mind. And you get
Hello?
this feeling of Pierre in your head, and you hear him kind of speak in your head.
Hello? Is this thing on?
Your brain?
Jazzy, my brain was on.
No, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant.
Oh my gosh.
No,
The
I
answer is
And
no.
what does it mean that the answer is no?
Do. The number you have dialed.
The number you have dialed has a mailbox that has not been sent up yet. Goodbye.
Tap.
Hang up. Hey, hi, it's me. I'm trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
Who's me?
Arel?
Wait, am I talking to myself? Wait,
No.
do I
Arel.
have two voices in my head
Arel,
now?
are you okay?
Arel.
No, do I have
Arel.
5 voices in my head now?
Arel,
Did I
it's
stop
Pierre. It's
talking?
Pierre.
Oh,
Hey.
hi.
Where are you guys? So I got put back in Zolta's house. I was expecting you all to come back with me, and I'm
You
by
guys, I'm
myself
hearing-
here.
I'm hearing Pierre in my head. Is that normal?
No.
I've heard lots of voices recently. Should I believe him? I don't
Ask
know if
him
I should
something
believe him.
only Pierre
come
would know.
back.
Ask him if he's possessed.
Wait, does that mean I'm possessed?
I don't know yet. I'm still holding a bomb.
Is Pierre talking
Wait.
through your mouth?
No.
Nobody's in my head. Wait, Pierre,
Yeah.
if you were stuck on the top of a tree, what would you do?
I tell you what I wouldn't do.
Forget he
Because
can
I keep
fly.
Hey, chat. Can someone throw a exclamation point Pierre in the chat for me real quick? I need the reminder again. Thank you, Jody.
I hope not.
Elias, I hate you.
Mhm.
It
I'm
wouldn't
hearing
fly.
Pierre's voice in my head, and I don't know if it's a good thing. Wait, you would not fly? Okay, guys, it's actually Pierre.
Are you like saying these things out loud and we only hear like half
Yes.
the conversation? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, curious. So I am trying to basically cast a message and try to find where y'all
Around.
are.
Yeah.
using my pre-science.
And I'm just talking aloud, and you're hearing half of it. So
So
Ask him where he is and if
Wait.
Zolta's with him.
wait, he said. Wait, where? Sorry, I was freaking out. You're with your body. He's in his
yeah,
body.
I'm with. So I am back in. I think my body. I am
You
still
think
in
he's-
Zora's river.
He thinks his body. He's in the river. He's in the Zora River.
Make him check to make sure it's his body for sure. Because if it's not, that could be a problem.
That's a good point. Hey, Pierre, is that your body? Are you sure? Can you just like look and pat and tell me what you feel?
I have been poking. I woke up to
Me
somebody
too.
poking me in the face multiple times.
Did I just kill Jody?
Maybe, perhaps.
He has
If I do
died
dare
before.
say, Jody, I think
Everyone
that
take
might
a
be
legend point. Yeah.
Yay!
Everyone take a legend point. I'm just getting this idea of Jack sitting there. Can you just feel your body and like tell me what it feels like?
It feels feathery.
No, slower,
Oh.
and
It-
more details.
It feels.
And you guys watch as she just kind of sits back and goes, "Yeah, go ahead." Yeah, no, it's real. Maybe you should feel that again. Yeah.
Just a little bit breathier. Can you try?
Weird.
Can you?
Hey, Arel, what are you
Zolta.
saying? What are you telling? What is? Did,
Hold on,
is
hold
he in
on,
his
hold on.
body?
Shh, shh, shh. He's telling me.
Zolta
Okay.
is riding on a horse, has no idea this is going on, and yet still goes, Arel's doing something that
I need an
borders on
adult.
sexual harassment.
Can like with whatever I rolled, am I able to get fully like? Does she only hear parts of what I'm saying, or can
No,
she
you
hear
have
like, the full-
You have a strong connection. You know,
Okay.
5 bars.
Arel, I'm in Zolta's
head.
house in Zora's domain. I'm
Oh.
also currently speaking in your head right now, but like I am actually in Zora's domain. I am back in my actual body.
So you're not in the river.
No.
Oh. So you're not. Don't do it.
He's not in a river.
Oh, I saw you. I saw you. You
No,
got
he is
restrained.
not wet right now.
I
There it is.
resisted.
I saw that
Take a legend point.
I saw that resist.
Take a legend point, everybody.
I saw your face immediately try to resist, and I'm like, uh-oh.
But you're in my mind, so you knew exactly where I was going with that.
I
You
sure
heard it.
was. I sure was.
Wait, do I
Yeah.
have to talk aloud? Can you hear my thoughts?
Can I hear her?
Oh
thoughts?
God, say no. Say no.
I'm gonna say Pierre, because this is still a new skill, neither one of you can just mentally think at each other. This is
Okay.
this isn't a telepathy thing.
I'm just sending mess. I'm casting
Yeah.
message essentially.
So you do
Um,
both have to speak a lot aloud for it to work currently. If you want to eventually learn how to do it without that, that's something we'll work on. But
Where are you guys?
We're in Naruna's house. We're on Death Mountain, and Zolta's not with us. But I went to where my stabby bit was, that she was holding, and it was in Hyrule Castle, and there was burn marks. So I don't know if we're having fried fish tonight or not. But
Oh.
I just
I'm
I just
sorry,
got back.
What?
I didn't do it.
And how is it still sexual?
Wait, that's new information.
Another legend point. Damn it!
Yay!
Oh
I
my!
need 20 more.
My wife might be just straight up dead, and you choose to tell me this
Wait.
information.
I don't think your wife is straight.
No, I think she was saying that she thinks she's dead, not straight.
I would like
Oh.
to use my logic to smack Arel.
No roll required.
Just full on.
I felt that.
You are literally
Telepathically.
trying to slap some sense into her.
Wait, other side, you gotta even it out.
No.
Oh, I like it.
I was just waiting for the harder.
Am I in the Zora domain? The Zolta domain. Yet
I'm gonna say it's
You're
gonna
not
take
wrong.
even on horseback. It's gonna take you a few days to get there.
According
I
to
just want
Zoltan,
to
it's
be
the Zoltan
privy to
domain.
this. I mean, yes, everything's a Zolta domain.
That's in the
But
epilogue.
I want to just be privy to this conversation on Pierre's side.
Okay.
So you're saying
Um,
Pierre is okay?
Yes, Pierre is back in the Zolta room.
Yeah, I'm fine. Actually,
Zora. He's
Zolta's
good.
father gave me
My
Like-
father.
my father. He gave me some food and it was really good. So I'm like, chill. But you guys are now
He's
what? Death
eating
Mountain?
you guys.
Oh, that's good. Make sure he
Oh, that
hydrates.
Oh, I like it. Oh, drink some water, says Aruna.
Okay, I will. Yeah. Hi, Sophie. Look at
Okay.
that cat.
But yes, so by the way, your wife, my other fiance, she there was a turret and she was in the Hyrule Castle and there was burn marks, but there was a pool and there wasn't a body or anything. Nothing was like burning.
So
but there was
then
a pool.
maybe she got away. So maybe she's coming to get me.
I mean, if
Possibly.
Pierre,
It's
if you
just-
would
That's
like,
where we
because you have done this before, you can try using your prescience to look for Zazulta. You'll have to break the connection
I'd
momentarily.
have to break the connection correctly. But hold Arel, hold on. Let me see if I can try to see where she is.
Hold, please.
Hold, please. Yeah.
And then I will, I guess. I will
Just
put our
flat pressions roll.
conversations on hold.
Just wait until
And
he tries to
then-
merge the calls.
Just
Back to the shadow
flat,
realm I go.
flat pressions roll.
Guys, there's music playing in my head right now.
17.
17 is not enough to see.
Arel, you hear
Uh,
you hear like smooth accordion jazz, but
but
it sounds like
Pierre appreciates your call.
but it also
Very
sounds
patient.
but it sounds like the overture.
Kind of like bopping.
But it sounds like, to keep on theme of the Chicago motif,
God.
the
Here's the thing, for those who have forgotten,
accordion.
Pierre is a bard, so this is also in character for him.
Yeah.
A
And-
So,
psychic,
Pierre.
I'm
a
getting
psychic
gassed.
war criminal bard. Yes.
So anyway, Pierre, you kind of focus for a little bit, and you get this image of Zulta riding across, at this point, kind of marshlands, things
Just
like
keep
that,
riding, just keep riding,
Um,
riding.
in the direction of Zazora's domain. And you can roughly math out that she's a few days away.
Okay. Bring back up the link with Arel. Okay.
Ha!
She's
You are now reconnecting. This call may be monitored for quality
already
reassurance.
assured.
Do you think there's going to be any quality content in Narelle's mind?
I think someone's going to go to HR.
Okay. Zolta is riding across Hyrule right now. I think it looks like coming back to Zora's domain, but she's a couple days out. So I think she's coming back to me. So we're going to be in a couple days together in Zora's domain when she gets here.
So we should go to Zora's domain. And I'm also relaying this information.
Potentially.
We'll meet halfway.
He
We can meet
does also
halfway.
have a stabby bit.
I do have a stabby bit. So technically speaking,
We can
like,
teleport to you. If
correct.
she's already heading your way.
Mhm.
Guys? Idea. How do you feel about the Shadow Realm?
Well, we were just there, and it separated
let me
us,
hang
and
on.
it caused one of us to be right
all
next to
right.
Ganon, and the other one to separate his mind and body. And it was kind of a
True,
terrible
but-
place.
True,
Good
but we
points. Good points by Aruna. To put it more technically, fuck off.
I don't
As
think that
reminder
was more
checks,
technically. Kesha.
Do you know that Arel did not once say that Zolta's alive in that entire exchange?
I did.
No, I said she might have gone into a pool, or he said she might have gone into a pool, and I agreed. You just,
A
Yeah,
pool?
but you didn't say it out loud.
I know.
I'm
don't
very
know.
aware that was not communicated.
No, I was communicating that she was writing
she
across
threw
the
in
pool.
that I'm relaying all this. It
Yes.
just wasn't
Okay.
said explicitly.
Yep.
Glossed over.
Should I go get? No, guys, if she's already going to Hyrule Field,
We should just go back to
domain.
Zora's domain if she's
Oh,
going there.
How far are we?
About a couple days.
Yeah,
Oh,
aren't
so-
you?
Goran,
If she's going by, like, she can't shadow jump either, so we'll get there all around the same time. We'll tell Pierre, they'll meet up. It's fine.
if you're going from Death Mountain to Zora's domain, it's at least a week's journey. To
It's
get
at least
there.
a
You guys
week's
are-
journey.
You guys are further away, and you don't have horses currently.
Well, we can't all be my wife.
Not through lack of trying on Arel's part, though.
That's with. You forgot the word in there. Okay. So what should we do?
Fine.
I don't want to go
Fine.
to the shadow.
But I don't think this will end well. And I will
Should we-
personally blame you for everything.
I don't mind if you'll slap me again. Should we?
We are learning a lot about Arel today.
We're not learning anything.
Oh,
I mean,
No, this
officially,
isn't new
Pierre
information.
and
Actually,
Zolta
no.
It's
are
more
there.
confirmation than learning.
That's you know what? Fair enough.
but you
Continue.
knew this already.
Fair enough.
um,
Proceed.
I've
So is the
offered to
question,
give
do we
people
take a
whips
week to
multiple
get there,
times.
or do we shortcut
if
through
she-
the Shadow
wait.
Realm? Because that seems risky.
Wait, if she's in Hyrule Field, can't we meet her somewhere along the way?
If we
Pierre,
knew
can you
exactly
enter
where
in
she
your
was.
mind like
terrible
you've
idea
entered in
since
my
we
mind?
don't know where she is, and she's probably quickly.
Wait, time
moving.
Also,
out,
it would
time
take us
out. I
about the
actually
same
had
amount of
an
time.
idea to get to Hyrule Field.
Well,
What's your
We have
idea?
her, like,
Big
stop
and full
somewhere?
of guardians.
Okay.
I mean, the last time
It's
you guys
not
were in
like we can
Hyrule
just
Field, you,
Look
Yeah,
upon the
didn't we
field and go, ah,
I
there
haven't-
she is.
I
you
haven't been
found
in
on
this
my
realm
Guardians and
field
before.
Linnells.
I haven't been in this realm before though, so I don't know what's
It's
here.
Yes, you
great.
have.
Well, okay, it's not
No, I
great.
haven't.
There's
This is
still
my first time
guardians
here.
everywhere, but it's a lot better than the
The
other
Hyrule
Hyrules.
Field that you guys went through, where you fought the Guardians of
Oh,
Linnell, that was
that's
Courage
right.
Realm.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah,
Finding
You have been here
Zolta
before.
in Hyrule Field would be harder than finding a fuck in where I
No,
grow
it's
all my
not.
cares right now.
Kiri, I love you.
I'm pretty sure you care about Zolta, so there's definitely a fuck somewhere.
if you can
So-
find her,
Rel's
sure.
here, so there's definitely a fuck somewhere.
So
Yes.
to kind of get the story moving a little bit.
Yep.
Depending on what you guys decide to do, just to get everyone back together, we can kind of fast forward to whatever decision you guys make. The big difference is going to be where you are when you all get back together. So that's the decision you guys need to make, is where do you guys want? Because
And no matter
with-
what I choose, y'all will be splitting the party by the next time I get on this show.
True. But wait, wasn't our end goal at this way? Wasn't our end goal to come here and ask about death for Maruna's family?
It was on my list, but well,
I mean, if it's just to ask a question, can we find them now and then go meet people?
well, I asked if
Oh,
my
wait.
parents were here, and apparently they're out gathering, and they would probably be where we are if they were in town. I could see if my aunt's around. She typically doesn't go on trips, but I
So
could
why don't
take
we
the
have-
day to try and ask things and get information, and then if we don't find much, or depending on what we find, we can then just leave for Zora's domain after that. Or I don't know. I could ask. I could see what I could find.
Okay. Should we have them meet us here then?
Well, but that would still take
Or-
a week. Plus, however
Yes.
far Zolta is from Zora's domain.
well,
yeah,
and
but there's
Arel,
magical
you have
DM.
you have already experimented with teleporting other people with you. So theoretically, since it's not in the middle of Hyrule Castle, there's a stabby bet by Pierre.
Mm-hmm.
And if you guys chill in, if you all want to meet in Death Mountain, you three could chill in Death Mountain for a few days. When Zolta gets to Pierre, you could just bamf over and bamf them to Death Mountain. No one needs to travel.
True.
So literally, you guys just need to pick where you want to be when you meet up, and you have the ability for everyone to be there within a few days.
Cool. So we don't have to roll. Do you guys want to
Yeah.
Do you guys
Again,
wanna
this
stay
is
here in
entirely just to
Destiny
get everyone
or
back
Destiny?
together.
Death Mountain, or do you want to go to Zora's domain?
If we can get them here, that would be ideal. But we can also go there if I don't know the extent of all of your transportation powers. So you tell me what's possible.
Okay, let's bring them here since this was one of our destinations.
Great.
Okay.
So they fast forward things a little bit. In the 3 days that you guys are going to be waiting for Zulta to get to Zora's domain, are there specific things that you guys want to do with your downtime in Goron City?
So many things.
Cass, you're still waiting.
Would you
you're
like me
still
to list them
making-
all?
Yes.
Very well.
Aruna spends the time rebuilding his business empire and his family's business empire.
First of all, I'd like to take Jim's offer on that roast dinner
Okay.
that night. I would like to look for my aunt.
Okay.
I'm just assuming that she's still not 100%. after all this time, but I would like to inquire about her status and meet up with her.
Okay. We'll deal with that in just a second. Anything else? Because that could be a day's worth of adventure.
If we're waiting 3 days, like to see if my parents show back up as well eventually.
Okay. They'll show back up on the second of the day.
And I want to consult the lead physician, Goron, with the information I learned from the Wisdom Realm Goron City about taking the gems that are used for medicinal purposes in Gorons and crushing them into powder form for better medical application, and see if that's something he knew about, has tried for my aunt, etc.
Okay, cool. So Arel and Cass, do you guys have specific things that you want to do? Cass, I will say Gorons do have their own tech. It's not quite as advanced as Shikatek in any of the realms, but it is their own style of creating things.
I could give Cass a tour of my old
How much
workshop.
time are we passing?
About 3 days.
Okay. Also, I'm assuming there's a way to get some kind of food that isn't rocks.
Yeah, again, traders come, and specifically Aruna's family is very hospitable to foreigners in general because of the connections. So you guys can get a decent amount of non-Goron food. It's not going to quite be the gourmet stuff that you got in Zora's Domain, but it's filling.
You should try this jerky. It's really, really tough.
If possible, Cass will be spending most of her time drinking passable tea, making notes about Goron technology, and then idly
Making a
designing a Wi-Fi.
Okay, cool.
TM.
Arel?
I am going to be watching Kess very closely, sitting next to her, enjoying some of her tea when she's not looking.
I will say, Gorons, with their mastery of fire, make a pretty damn good cup of tea.
Oh,
I just wasn't sure like what was being steeped after all the the hot rock juice and such. Like have some hot mud.
I'm gonna say tea specifically. Gorons make some of the better tea.
Fantastic.
Like really, Zora is the only tea that's going to be a little bit higher.
Of Uncle Iroh, and more or less just hang out in that tea shop.
It's so
and then
wonderful
every time
to meet you.
Arel gets just a little too close, it'll be a never looking up from notebook. Just stop it.
Yeah, I'm basically just going to hang out with Kess and Aruna. And I'm going to play with the Shadow Sword to see what it can do, and possibly my little...
One other thing that would come up is I would probably, in the presence of Kess, because he doesn't care, ask Arel if this is still a consensual fiancé-ship.
Yes, between all of us.
Oh,
No.
okay.
No,
You're the one who said you were on my ships, or you had a ship with me. So, ha.
Yes.
Consensual
But
on
I
my
have-
side.
I am allowed to. What? No.
No.
First of all, no.
I
you don't
have a
understand
ship.
what the word
Look
consent
at my
means. I'm not having
paper.
this argument with you.
Wait, are you
Please
just
do.
saying that you're a sailor?
No, I am the captain of many ships.
So you're an admiral.
Man, this new season of our Flag Means Death is so interesting.
If this
Sugar and tea and rum.
Pierre, you have
Yes.
3 days in Zora's domain.
I end
Anything
up being a
particular
widow,
you
I'm
want
just
to?
gonna murder them.
Well, first of all, do I heal my lethal damage?
Over 3 days, yeah.
Oh yeah, I would do that.
Wait. Cool. I would like to do some more prescience things.
Okay. Are there specific prescient abilities that you want to kind of develop in the next of the 3 days?
I feel like trying to be able to do what I just did, casting, or basically the equivalent of sending message, would be very useful in situations like this moving forward. So let me work on that. Let me be able to try to like send a message to anybody and have them be able to respond.
So at the end of the 3 days, you would be able to make your message rolls effectively as flat rolls, no disadvantage or anything like that.
Um,
And if you want to eventually take a feat, you can to take. I can't remember what the feat's called. We did it for Harel, but it makes you be able to do it without having to make rolls. There's a feat for that. So.
but we're not at a level where I can do that yet, or I can't switch out a feat to do that. I don't think.
Not right now, but
So next
there's a
level.
very good chance that since you guys just conquered the Shadow Realm, maybe after this session you'll all be leveling up. You know?
Oh. Oh shit. Okay.
He's saying that, and then it's not going to happen. Just watch.
Probably.
So anyway, Aruna, again, just to kind of get through things, your folks come back. They're super happy to see you. They're very happy with your Giga guests. They tend to be a little bit more enamored with Kess because Kess has a bunch of things they have never seen before. And they immediately start thinking of ways that they could monetize them.
I don't think that she's selling any of it, guys.
Oh.
I'm huge in Goron City.
Your aunt is doing well. The doctor has never thought of powdering crystals, and it gives them a lot of ideas. But it's going to take months of experimentation to really refine it.
Okay. I'll give him my stock that I've been slowly compiling over the past couple of
Okay.
years. When you say she's doing well, like she's just...
She's
up
able to
and-
function in Goron City without too much difficulty. She
Yeah.
doesn't leave Goron City because the strain of walking around Death Mountain or going further than that is still a little bit more than her
I
body.
mean, hardly
can-
any of
can
them do,
bear.
at least when I left.
Yeah, Goron City is remarkably self-sufficient. And the Gorons themselves are not really, they're not separatists or anything like that. But most of them don't see any reason to leave. Like they have everything that they need here. Their society works pretty well.
Just
They're
don't start
content.
complaining about trade negotiations.
Yeah, your family's kind of the oddballs because they do actively leave and actively seek out non-Gorons.
Okay.
Which the rest of Goron City is perfectly fine with. Like, it brings them new stuff and they don't have to do anything for it. So a few days pass. Arel is able to transport both Zulta and Pierre back. Kess, when you see your fish wife for the first time in a few days, not only are you happy to see her, but you also notice she has picked up another pet. This one, and I can't pronounce the word. Someone pronounce it.
Axolotl?
Axolotl.
There we go.
Use your glottal to say axolotl.
I assume that the
This
horse
message.
can't come with us.
The horse cannot
No.
come with you. That's a little bit
Okay.
beyond.
I'm gonna make sure that Harry is kept
God.
in my family's.
Harry?
stables.
Oh my
Yes.
god.
Wait, yeah, they need to be in water.
It's okay.
Axolotl.
Versus?
Oh yeah. Do you have water?
Well, Kess, you always have, or not Kess.
Okay. Yeah. No. What? The
Keep her in your
axolotl's in my water pouch.
Peeks out every so often.
Cass is like, I can fix that. Hi guys.
She
That's
makes the
racist,
same face
but
whenever
alright.
she's thinking of new invention ideas and when she's extremely disappointed in us. So
I
Can't
think
tell
those
which it
two
is.
are forever intertwined.
I think it was both.
So
I
many
think
of her
literally
inventions
my
are
inventions
because.
are usually the
Yeah.
product of my disappointment with the world around me.
She's
so.
disappointed, so she needs to make inventions. to
Yes, we've
fix
got
what we did.
walkie talkies, we've got Wi-Fi, we've got
What's Wi-Fi, Arel?
oh, it stands
Hey,
for wife
nothing.
finder.
Oh.
Unrelated. I have some jewelry I want you to look at.
Wait, what's Wi-Finder?
Well,
Aruna, did you
It
and
finds
Arel finally
wives.
Wait, Aruna, did you and Arel finally get married?
No.
no, and you're
Okay,
on my-
so it finds
hey, Aruna, you
wives.
should share any information you got from your parents with now that we're all together.
Oh, Well, they're right here too. Hey guys.
Oh,
but
hi.
oh, by the way, everyone, this is my
Hi.
parents.
friends.
Yeah, sorry,
Hi.
I should have introduced. You
You're
know,
so adorable.
a lot has happened. Anyway, this is
Thank
my dad
you, so are
Joro,
you.
and
your
this is my
son.
mom Aruni.
I
Approve this message.
Just learned something new about your family. Anyway, it's lovely
What did
to
you
meet
learn?
you.
Oh, it's so lovely to meet both of you, all four of you now. Did you get more friends recently? So I thought there was only two, and now there's like two more.
Oh well, this was the small emergency I told you about, where we all got separated because of really complicated Hyrule stuff. But now we managed to bring them all back here. So that was good.
Oh, that's just lovely. Your son, that's pretty nice. So how long have you guys been traveling with my boy here?
Oh, I like your accents. Your voices are hot.
Clearly,
What
I
accent?
suppose
I
I
don't-
hear it's only been a few months, but I'm not gonna lie. It seems like years.
Yeah, it seems
Yeah,
like it's
you
been
know,
years.
when
Like,
little
4
Runa here
years or so.
was kind of younger. You know, some of his
Yeah.
friends would kind of say the same thing. Like spending a couple days with him kind of felt like months.
I am
But,
absolutely taking out the notebook. By the way, I borrowed a notebook from Kess. And
Yes.
A blank
I'm
one.
taking-
An unused
it,
blank
it was
one.
it was unused. It was blank. I was just
Kess gave it.
doing notes.
She asked, and Kess gave it voluntarily.
Yeah.
I am
I
immediately
thought Kess
writing.
would be very pleased with her wife taking
I'm
notes.
writing everything
Taking
that his parents
notes.
say about Aruna's childhood.
Yeah,
Do you,
it's just real nice to see that he has some friends that have been sticking around for a while. Because he was a very friendly child, but you know, he's kind of intense sometimes, and you know, some people, you know, it's quality time with Runa here. He's you know, it's just kind of it's an intense thing, you know. A
Well,
little
Dad,
goes a long
the
way.
problem
you know?
was that whenever I would bring my bombs everywhere, people would be afraid. And
Well, that too, you know.
but you know, they're you guys aren't afraid of bombs, right?
Of course not. You know, the more the
No,
merrier.
Dad,
you know,
I'm
little
talking
explosion
to my
between
friends. I'm talking to my
Oh,
friends.
sorry about that.
Oh,
They have proven to
oh.
be extremely useful at various
they've been very
points.
helpful.
I'm not hearing any of this. I'm talking to Aruni and just being like, and what was he like as a child?
Oh, he had just the
Appreciate
cutest
your
little
bomb
bottom.
bags.
He had the cutest little bottom.
Do you
and,
happen
you
to
know,
have any
have
albums
drawings?
of his childhood around?
you know,
Zolta,
he
if you want to see
does.
my bottom, you can just ask.
I'm uncomfortable with how close this group has gotten in so few months.
we're all on.
Oh, wow.
No!
Thank you, Legend Point, everyone.
Oh god!
Wow.
Yay!
Holy shit! That was not. I wasn't prepared for that.
Yeah, you know,
Bring
when
it
he was
up,
a kid, he would just, you know, his little loincloth, he'd just take it off, wander around, stark naked. It took us like a solid year to just get him to put some pants on.
You can do that again. That's okay with me.
Okay,
Good.
I
I'm
can't do
sorry,
that here though.
has
So-
Aruna been wearing pants this entire time? Because I don't think that is true.
Why would they?
Wait,
They're
what's the
girlies.
art? What is the art
Again,
look like?
it is a loincloth
remember.
with a sash going over one's shoulder.
Yeah, I
Is
mean,
it a
we had this
loincloth or is it
discussion.
kind of kilty? It looks a little
It's
kilty.
a little kilty, yeah.
Yeah, but he's called
No
it a
pants!
They forced
Pants
me into
in
pants as a
Aruna's-
kid, but
in
I still
Goron
still
society
wanted
is-
the underside freedom. So we eventually came to a compromise with the kilt situation.
As someone kicked out of a karate school for not wanting to wear pants, I commiserate.
So I have a really random question. Has Aruna died before?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
And both Aruni and sorry, what was your father's name again?
Joro.
Joro. Both Aruni and Joro just perhaps we heard you incorrectly.
No.
Did you just
probably
ask
not.
if he died?
Yeah,
has
like-
he died before? Like just kicked the bucket and then came back. And,
Well, and more
or-
specifically,
Oh,
when he
and more
was a baby?
specifically, like, was there ever like a mysterious dark stranger around that, like, maybe tried to kill me or did kill me or something like that? Back when I was maybe a kid or something that I don't remember.
You know,
or not killed, just like
Luna,
temporary took the life out of him and then it came back.
I'm not sure these friends are having the best effect on you if you're thinking about death and all these things. Maybe
Oh,
you
no,
should
we're
think about
very-
other things.
No, we're very glad he's alive. We just
You know
wanna
what,
know
though?
more about his past.
When he was really young, there was we had a bit of a scare. Literally, a few days after he was born.
Well, that was a scary time.
Yeah, it was. Because what ended up happening was he started like screaming bloody murder. Like out of nowhere. He just started screaming and crying, and there was nothing we could do.
Well, I was a baby, so
I was gonna say that's kind of
Yeah.
what babies do, right?
No, this was different because it wasn't like, he wasn't hungry. Like, it was like he was in pain. Like, we took him to the doctor, and the doctor was like, there's nothing wrong with
No
him.
more monkeys jumping on
I
the bed.
thought the same
That's
thing.
exactly in my head too.
No more Goron jumping on the bed.
Told the doctor. Doctor said no more Gorons jumping on the bed.
Well, yeah, what ended up happening is after
I also really
about a week or
appreciate the
so,
accent change.
he was it was just normal again. Like, it was the weirdest thing, but it was like someone was like stabbing our baby, and the other Goron parents, they're like giving us looks like maybe we did something to him, and so we kept taking him to a doctor every single day, and there was nothing wrong, but it was about like a day after he was born, and then he was a very kind of chill baby the entire time. Like, even compared to other Goron babies, like, he didn't really cry except for that first week where he was being murdered or something. I don't know. It was weird.
So, us asking about if I have died before or a dark, mysterious stranger reminded you of a week when I cried as a newborn?
Yeah, because it wasn't like normal crying. Like, you seemed like you were in a lot of pain, and we couldn't figure out what it was. And then it was just gone. It was over.
Okay. We'll file that under possibly related. Thank you for that
File now?
information because I don't remember that.
Oh, no problem, honey. We're just so happy that you're back. It's
Yeah.
been 2 years since we've seen our son. Didn't get a call, didn't get a message, nothing.
Well, I don't know how to do that
Do you
aside from
have-
coming here.
Walkie talkies? Did you have this technology before I made it?
No, like it's kind of just polite to like send a message or something, and we use calling birds. Birds that they fly a message, so we just call it calling. Like, you
Yeah, but
call
Mom,
home.
birds are really difficult to fly here in this heat.
Yeah, but you could have tried. I mean, it's been 2 years.
Well, okay.
I
I
mean,
didn't
he
want to
must
come
have
back
been
until
with
I
a
had
bird, with a
something
bird,
to
but
offer
we've
to
learned
try
that
and
bird
help.
is not really great at flying, so
Oh, for me.
I'm now
In
taking
my
notes
defense,
on how to make a runa field.
But
I
he
just
is a
don't
good
remember.
message bird. Because of the mind thing that he did
Yeah.
earlier. Okay.
yes,
That's
okay.
true. You are now our calling bird.
Um,
Which sounds like
I
you.
didn't want to come back until I had something to help, Aunt, what's her face? I'm looking at like a screen of backstory. It's the same
Just
somewhere.
say my.
I
aunt.
haven't I
It's a good way of
haven't
getting
had to
around
look at
not
my
knowing names.
backstory document in like 3 years, so I'm
Modi, there we go.
Because everything burned.
I didn't want
Yeah,
to come
how
back
we dealt
until I
with
had
it.
something to help Aunt Modi, but it seems like she's doing a lot better in that, we just needed to give her time, I guess.
Time heals all wounds.
Not true. It just numbs them.
Okay. Well, I did have some supplies that I gave the doctor, and I did learn some information from another Goron city that I gave to our doctor about how to more
Yeah,
effectively give them
hold
medicine.
on a second there. Did you say another Goron city?
Yeah, it's
there's
really,
more
really far
Gorons
away.
out
I've
there?
been a lot of places.
Oh, we
Our
should
journey
set
together
up
has been
a trade caravan. Go to this city. We could open
You can't
up
go
trade.
there.
our journeys
Well,
have
that
been.
was
Let's just
kind
say.
of rude, honey.
No, I mean, you
Yeah.
physically
Goron
cannot
City.
go there.
Allow me to
By
explain.
another city, he just means more Gorons that gathered in one spot inside a city that then disperse.
Our journeys
No, that's not what
have
happened. Wait, you
been-
weren't there.
Our journey has
But
been
I'm actually trying to help.
complicated. Let's just say that. It's not necessarily something that is easy to explain.
Okay, well, do you kids have anything you want to do? Like, I mean, now that you're all back together, I mean, maybe has Aruna here shown you the city? It's a pretty nice city.
I showed Kess my old workshop a little bit, and she immediately wrote down everything that she saw in there and then left.
Question.
Yeah, and he kind of pats Aruna on the shoulder, or rather, your father's a little bit shorter than you, Aruna, so he kind of pats you. Yeah, our Aruna here, he's quite the inventor. He even I gotta show you this thing. It's the most amazing thing ever. Watch this. And he goes over to the kitchen, and you can see there's a bunch of hooks for hanging mugs. Obviously, he goes, so let's say you don't want this mug. You know, it's not the right mug. Show, and there's a little kind of hand crank, and he does this, and you watch as the mugs just kind of rotate around. You can have this mug. He did that when he was 4 years old. He came up with that. You got this the most precious thing ever.
They really like the basic police system, I figured out.
Ah. Hey, Jody.
Pretty fantastic. Pretty fantastic.
Yes.
Random question.
Sure.
Death Mountain is very warm, and I'm a
Yes.
bird.
Mhm.
Am I gonna have a problem with like
Fried chicken?
just
You guys can smell some KFC. No, this version of Death Mountain is actually indoors, so it's a little bit
Okay.
cooler.
I realized I
And-
should have asked about that earlier, and then I just came to me like, wait.
Aruna's family
um,
is used to welcoming foreign people that are non-Gorons, so they have a regular supply of cooling drinks to
Amazing.
keep people
great.
at a
That's all I
pleasant
wanted to know.
temperature. So
I just realized that was like, oh,
yeah, they make their own cooling drinks because there's
Sick.
not a ton of a market for Gorons.
Okay, well, now that I know she's doing okay, I guess I could visit more often or maybe just come back here. But I do need to, leave in the short term to take care of a few lingering things that I have, irons in the fire, so to speak.
Are you inventing more things? You know, there was this
Yes,
one time
actually.
where he had this brilliant idea of being able to punch people with bombs. I don't know if he ever actually did anything with it.
Oh,
but,
yeah, it's this right here. And I just told him. this.
see,
it's
now,
been really good. It's helped a lot.
that's
Yeah.
creative, right?
Did I not tell you
Like,
that
who
that's
would-
how I beat the Talus?
No,
Oh. Well, it was very
You focused a
prototypey, and
lot
I'm very
more-
surprised it worked at all, but it did work.
I just, it's nice to have, the whole family under one roof again with all your friends and your fiance and your fiance's other fiancés, which is kind
No,
of weird.
that's not
You'll
a
have
thing.
to ask her
That
the
is a thing.
details.
She's a
It's
liar.
very complicated.
No.
Zolta just stands in front of Kess once hearing that.
Yeah, these two in particular have purposefully excluded themselves from that. I don't know what Pierre's deal is.
This isn't true. This isn't
What?
true. Kess agreed and introduced me as a fiance.
Oh, when did that happen?
A couple episodes ago.
I don't think you understand what consent means. I get to leave.
You're the one who introduced me.
I get to leave.
You agreed. No, you signed a contract.
I did not.
No, that was me. That was you and me. We signed the prenuptial agreement. But we're not married.
There are contracts in Neuro's mind. She has no paper, but there are contracts.
Is an oral contract
Actually-
legally binding in this Hyrule?
No.
Cass, you flip to the last page of that journal, and there's just a list of everyone's
Honestly,
names.
nothing's
and
really
the
legally
fiancé
binding right
ships.
now because there's no government
you
right now.
write?
But
In my notebook?
No, it was my notebook.
The journal she gave you
Yeah,
is the one she's
the
referencing.
shadow, the other Rel's. Yeah. So it still says
How
a
close
Rel's
am I to any of
journal
the
now on
lava
the
right
very
now?
top.
Oh wait,
Uh,
I have a bool. I just like take it out, and then
Taking
bool
notes.
goes. Oops! Oh, a bool, bad robot.
Do I
No.
find any obsidian?
It's okay, you go to every page. And the
In
names
Goron
are
City,
written on it.
no,
Little
Goron
doodles.
City is picked clean, to be blunt. But you can find obsidian remarkably easy on Death Mountain. And to be perfectly honest, if you don't want to go out, there's probably a dozen Gorons who would do it for you.
if you were to express this idea to your party. Oh, guys.
So, what's the pledge then? Because I mean, you're welcome to stay as long as you want. We just went on a pretty good search mission to get some new supplies for the shop, and I gotta tell you, we are set with some really good merchandise
That's
once we clean some things up.
That's good. Oh, by the way, I took a bomb the other day. Here's a replacement. And here's some rupees to replenish all the cooling elixirs that you've been using. So
Oh,
that should do
good,
that.
good. We're running a little bit low on those supplies.
Anyway, I don't know. We have to. We did want to stop by here, but it seems like we've taken care of and gotten the information we need. So we'll have to discuss when and where we're going to go next. But we're definitely leaving at some point soon. I'll let you know the details when we know them.
Okay, well, just you remember, that your dear old mom and dad are right here waiting for you when you come back.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's possible that if I send a message later, it might pop up in your mind instead of be on a piece of paper. So don't be too surprised if that happens. You'll know what I'm
Okay,
talking
honey.
about when it happens.
Yeah, that's great. And bring your friends, especially. And she goes over to Zulta, especially this one. She's been so nice, and she's been letting me tell all my little stories about baby Runa.
You know what we should do, Aruni? We should plan Aruna's wedding to Arel.
Oh, that would be so lovely. Are you guys gonna have a traditional Goron ceremony, or does she have some stuff that she'd prefer? I mean, the wedding really should be all about.
Well,
wife.
we've literally never talked about it before, and I don't even know if she actually wants to get married or stay as a fiance yet. So maybe we'll put a pin in that.
I mean, isn't the point of the fiance thing?
So
to
where are we
eventually get
going, you
married?
guys?
It's
Other cultures are
complicated.
very
Going.
complicated.
Yes,
Oh,
it
you're
is
very
my personal.
right.
Yeah. So, where are we going next? Takes
Well-
a page out of Zolta's book.
We have options. We still have to find the last
Always
wound
options.
in the power realm.
That's where we are right now, correct?
No, we're in the
Courage.
courage realm. This is my
Fine.
Hyrule Pier.
Is what realm am I from? God,
You're
You're
from
from the
the-
wisdom one.
Yeah.
Did you forget your own Hyrule again?
I haven't looked at my
With your
Word doc with my
wings.
backstory in months.
So
Or
we
actually
could do
maybe-
that. That's obviously a big thing we need to do, but there's lots of implications, so that's why we were kind of information gathering. We could also go to, well, no, Pierre didn't want to go to Rito City. So maybe it's just that. I don't know.
What are we doing? Beside each other? I don't
Well,
know.
we have to go back to the power realm first, and then we have to find
Oh.
the wound.
Oh. Okay. Cass, you make all of the wise decisions for us because you know what happens when you leave it to us. We separate. Are you writing again? What are you making? Is that a ring for me? I like that. She's now making things for me. She has no idea.
Kiss it. Huh?
That does it. That does the trick. It's just a little closer.
Wait, are you pointing out the Wi-Fi jewelry?
Yes.
Okay, if so, Zolta immediately
There's multiple
turns and
versions.
grabs the jewelry and puts it on.
I made it for you.
Smile.
Aw. Oh wait, but did you grab both of those? Because one of those is mine.
Takes it off, gives it back.
Okay, thank you. See, now we match. Are we
Aw.
pretty? Yeah. And now I'll never lose you.
Oh, my
The
heart.
symbolism.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Wait, weren't you
Every
Weren't you
good
also
relationship
going
is
to-
built on lies.
weren't you also going to give us wait, does that mean everyone has good relationships? Weren't you also going to give us all like little transceivers so we can always communicate? Because you worked on those. a while
Oh, the
ago.
walkie-talkie?
Yeah.
I forget where we were on that, Bool. I know I have one I can talk to Bool with.
Yeah.
I think I just have a thing, and then there's Bool, so I can
Yeah.
like
Oh,
I can
so we
give you a
take Bool.
transceiver, and I can talk to you through Bool.
Oh, okay. All right.
If
but
you
I
want
haven't
to
made multiple
expand
of those.
upon that, that'll be another. The next time you have downtime, you would.
Yeah,
another
that'll be
Another
the
2
next
weeks.
downtime thing.
Or 3.
6
Or 4.
days later. Well, as long as you guys are here, you've got a place to stay here. So, feel free to kick back, relax. I mean, nothing real bad is happening right now.
That's good. We're used to bad things happening.
Yeah, it kind of seems to be like a theme for like Hyrule in general is bad thing. I mean, we've got a giant mechanical lizard that fires, fireballs down every so often.
Yeah,
but,
we should stay away from
you
the
just
volcano.
kind of deal with it.
Okay.
And then, you can see Hyrule Castle in the distance and the giant, head of death that just keeps kind of floating around there. But,
So I
if you
feel-
don't, you
I
don't
feel like
go
we should
there, they
all-
like,
Take a nap now.
yeah, sure.
Afternoon
if you want
nap.
to.
Yeah. Guys, afternoon
That
nap.
sounds
Kyle?
like a delight in the
Yes.
afternoon.
Yeah. I think
Ah,
so
damn
too.
it.
It's always nice to lay with people
I'm
in the
going to
afternoon.
ask Aruni where I can find some obsidian.
Oh, if you need some obsidian, darling, I could
She
just go
would
get
know.
you some. It's so hot out
Oh,
there.
that'd be so nice.
Oh, totally. Just give me a few hours because, anything nearby Goron City has been picked clean.
Yep, a resourceful bunch, you Gorons.
We do have some farmed obsidian. Like we actually have, because we used a lot of it, but it's just not as good as the natural stuff.
Isn't that always the way?
Yeah. Well, honey, I'm gonna go get some obsidian for this wonderful little girl here.
Oh,
Aruna, your friends are just so nice. You really should bring them around more often.
I will try to do that the next time.
Well, if
On
you're
the
going to
road.
go off and get some obsidian, I think I'm going to go ahead and fire up the grill and we'll have a nice little barbecue waiting for you when you come back.
Oh, it'd be simply lovely, honey.
Yeah. So you guys, we got a few hours before dinner. Feel free to have your little delightful afternoon nap.
Oh, an afternoon delight. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's trying to get that in there.
Sorry, guys. That's what we call afternoon naps here.
Is it too
Oh,
late to
okay.
go back to the horse?
Yes.
You'll need a rail for that.
Yes.
And
yes.
unfortunately, that is where we're going to end it for today. As always, if you missed any of the episode, they're all
Did
right
one
here
afternoon.
on Zelda's Zelda Universe's Twitch channel. Just go to the videos, and we have the entire series from episode 1, which was what, almost 4 years ago now, over
Yep.
4 years ago now, something like that. I don't know.
4.5. Yeah.
4.5, yeah. Otherwise, again, that is all for me today, and I'll see you guys in the next time. All right, bye bye.